All right, Dana, let's check out your wrist stroke. Keep that head down in your pullout. All right. Make sure that when you're going forward with your arms, you're holding that streamline. Your arms tend to move around a bit out front, and you want to make sure that they're just holding that streamline through. So as you come up, shoot those arms forward, keep them nice and steady, and try and hold that in a streamline out front. Try not to let your arms separate and your hands come off of one another. Then you'll see some immediate improvement and just going to make it a little bit easier. I feel like you're not getting the full benefit from your kick right now. You set up really nicely, and then I feel like you're just falling down in that same place that you came up from. Okay, so what you want to make sure you're doing is getting that kick going and really getting the full benefit from the kick. You want to have your ankles come outside your knees, and you don't need quite so wide of a kick. You can incorporate a little bit more of that dolphin movement, and that's going to help lift you up. Good, pull out, keep that head nice and still. And you can see here, because you're so far below the surface, immediately lifting the head and all the water is hitting you in the face. So you want to make sure you keep that head down. You can see in this video how still the head stays through the entire thing. Head doesn't move, arms, good dolphin kick, tucked in, nice and smooth, up to that streamline, head doesn't move, into the first stroke, breaking the surface. You really, really, really need to get to the point where you can do that so that you're not stopping yourself in all that work you did off the wall. And you can see here what I'm talking about with your arms. It gets a little bit funky as you come through, and you lose that streamline. So you shoot forward, and then because your hands aren't together, you can see it completely unstreamlined, almost like an alligator mouth right there. Keep those hands together. Keep everything streamlined out front. Don't waste the work you're doing. I don't think you need to dive down quite as much with your hands. You can see instead of moving forward, you keep going down, and that's where some of that splitting is coming in your hands. Try and keep those hands always moving forward instead of up and down, and you're going to get a lot more benefit through that stroke. Keep your kick just a little bit narrower. Really squeeze those legs together at the end. I think you're going to get a lot more benefit out of the kick than you are right now. I think you're going to get a lot more power if your knees are closer together. And the breaststroke has a lot of really good features, but I think you're making some mistakes that you can fix easily that will allow you to get even more out of your stroke. And you can see that hand, that right hand all the way through is really coming out of streamline position and breaking that. So I'd say really focus on making sure your hands stay together as you go through the recovery portion of the stroke, and then also really working that kick and seeing if you can keep your knees a little bit closer together while still getting the same power and the same flexibility from your knees.